Whoopsie. Hello, everyone. I still need to grab my food, but I realized it's already been 11 minutes, so I needed to hop on here. I don't even have my phone ready to go to see what you guys are saying, so let me see if I can grab from my computer. Plant-based got the first. Oh my. C-Dub, what's up? Michael, hello. Thank you, Damon Ace. I can't read, but thank you for the follow. What is happening? Blonde John! I was asking about you yesterday. Your ears must have been burning. Thank you for the resub. Why does it say Wizzlekins gifted 10? Did he do that off stream? Hold on, I have to check that. Wearing shoes, I know. It's because I wasn't ready to start, but I was already on the starting screen for too long, and I needed to hop on so you guys didn't have to wait. So I need to go grab my food and take my shoes off and get my drink and my phone. I am literally not even ready here. Absolute classic Wizzlekins. I love Wizzlekins. Blonde John, where have you been? Okay, you cannot leave for that long. You're like one of the most active chatters. And when you're not in chat, it's like crickets, and it makes me sad. So I'm gonna need you to not leave like that ever again. Okay, now that that's been established, where am I looking here? I need to see. What's up, Michael? Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. You guys, so much is going on. What's happening? You guys, I almost accidentally called him by his real name, but Scout is a freaking lifesaver. You guys have no idea. I was feeling really down, okay, because I am desperate to get a new job, and he's single-handedly going to solve my problem for me, and I am so grateful. What was I just doing? Okay, so he's trying to help me get a job at his company. And literally, I didn't even think this was possible, but I described exactly what I wanted for a job, and he literally was like, oh, here you go. I'm not kidding. Everything that I was like, I need a marketing job. I need it to be remote. I want flexible hours that it's not like you clock in at 9 and, clock out at 5. And I was like, I know that's probably gonna be really hard to find. And he's like, oh yeah, my company has a marketing job open right now. And that's exactly what they do. And so, yeah, he's helping me. It's really funny. We're messaging and he's like, we're gonna use teamwork to help you get your resume and LinkedIn all sorted out. A new training, no, a whole new job. So for those of you who don't know, I got my degree in marketing. And I worked for the Rams for a while I was still in college, and I worked in their marketing department. Obviously, also being a trainer, especially a private trainer, I run my own business, so I do my own marketing, and because I do social media, I also obviously do my own marketing for that. So I have a lot of experience in the matter, but not for a legitimate company where I'm doing that kind of stuff. So hopefully they see past that and just see my potential and I'm able to get a job, but we'll see. Chad's gonna be sliding all up in Scout's DMs looking for a sweet new gig. I know, seriously, it's kind of insane. He's so funny. He's literally like, we gotta revamp your LinkedIn. I'm like, I love how it's a we thing. It really is. Oh, okay. So wait, hold on. Wizzlekins did donate 10 subs outside of stream. Wizzlekins, I know you're probably not here right now, but you're a freaking goat, and I love you so much. We have 18 out of 25 subs for that challenge that we have now. So we're almost there, which also means we're almost there for the one where I have to drink a sardine smoothie again, which I thought might be a little bit of time before I had to do that, and clearly it's happening sooner than later. What kind of company will you be marketing for? It's a cybersecurity company, question mark? What's up, C-Dub? How are you? Also, you guys, there's a lot going on right now. I'm potentially moving. I am potentially changing careers. There's a lot up in the air right now. And I have a good feeling about it. Like, I feel like things are gonna work out well, but I am stressed because it's a lot of moving parts. I think what I'm gonna do is move back home with my parents. I never wanted to have to say that. But just for a little bit of time to save some money, because right now your girl is not saving any money. I've got student loans to pay off. I have so many bills to pay. And I'm usually really, really, really good about saving my money, and I haven't been able to do that, and I really, really want to. So my parents offered to let me move back home with them, and I am most likely going to take them up on that offer just because rent is so expensive out here. And I just, I need to like get back on my feet a little bit. So that, and then if I can get a new job, oh my gosh, things will just be like falling into place. But if that's the case, and I ever do at-home streams, you guys are gonna get to meet my family, and they're actually insane. As much as I don't get along with them, it's actually been really good to not be around them all the time, I think, because then I can appreciate them when I do see them. So we'll see what happens if I actually do move back in. But if I do stream at home, there's a good chance that some, if not all of them, will be around in the background for any of the streams I do at home. So that'll be quite interesting. But yeah, it'll be a moment. We'll see what happens. Where are we moving to? I might just be moving back home with my parents. They live like 10 minutes away, so it's not anything crazy. But it would just be a very, very temporary thing. Just maybe a few months, maybe 6 months, I don't know. Ideally, I want to move out of state anyway, and so maybe if I go home and I save up some money, I will be able to make that transition. Also, if I can get this job at Scout's company, that will solve literally probably 90% of my problems in life. And so like the pay and the flexibility will just be incredible. So fingers crossed, guys. We all need to pray for me and put good vibes out and all the things, because things are happening. And maybe that would mean I can stream more from the gym and from at home, you guys. I could be doing like a lot of streaming. So we want this to happen, okay? Cybersecurity opportunity to use those BJJ skills. Who do you think that I'm going to have to BJJ? Rusted, I am not leaving California yet, but I hope so in the near future. Didn't realize saving money was a possibility in California. It's really not unless you move back home with your parents. So I've decided to accept the fact and fate that as a 27-year-old, I will have to live with my parents again. It's embarrassing, but you know what? I don't care. These days, who really can do it? And I was able to for a while, and I still can. It's not dramatic. Like, I still can live on my own, but to be the most, like, to make the best decision financially, it would make a lot more sense to just live at home. Because there's like, other than like wanting to like be independent and be away from people who like get me riled up, there's no real benefit to living on my own right now, especially with how expensive it is. So it will be better for me to do that. I just have to make sure I don't go mentally insane by living with them, because my family is psycho. But luckily I'm like never home. Although if I get a marketing job that's remote, I would be at home a lot. But I could just lock myself in a room, and then if I really need to leave, I can leave. I have places to go. So we have options, guys. It'll be okay. I hope you get the new job. Thank you, C-Dub. Me too. You guys, we need to seriously just like manifest this. Hecka? What the heck? Thank you for the follow. Fingers and toes crossed. Thank you. I'm 28. Jockey, do not age me by a year. I said 27. I don't know where the 8 came in. Rude. Zay, leave me alone. You know I'm not 33. You suck. I think I moved out at 27, maybe 26. Yeah, honestly, I don't care. I also feel like as a girl, it doesn't really matter. I could find it. I'm not looking. I love my boyfriend, but I could literally, most men don't care about like what women are doing. Maybe not most. A lot of men don't care that much. They're not going to be like, oh, she lives at home, can't date her, can't marry her, she's a loser. But women are usually that way. Enterprise, you're not being a downer, that's a valid point. I'm not saying I need to like have everything set for like 6 months. It's more of just like a reset. While I'm living at home, I can start to save a little bit of money with the amount that I'm paying in rent while also putting it towards the debt. I'm not at all saying I'm going to like pay off my debt in 6 months. I probably could. So here's the thing. I have a lot of money saved, but I don't touch that money, okay? That's like, I pretend in my brain that that's not even my money because it's my savings, it's my investments. Like I literally don't even touch it. So the extra money that I do have that I get for working, I'm not putting it into my savings right now because all of it's going to my bills, not even going towards my, my debt. So by living at home, the money that I'm spending on rent, I can start putting towards either my savings or my debt. Probably my debt, because I think that's more important than saving right now. I don't know, we'll see. Either way, I could probably like split it half and half. Right now, my student loans are not acquiring any interest, so it's not like dire for me to pay them off right now. I just personally don't want to have them, so I would like to pay them off. In the last 2 years, I've paid off like half of them because I'm a psycho, and I was like, I would literally just put chunks of money into it anytime I got like a lot of money. I've been doing pretty well financially, so I've been able to throw a lot of money at that. I hate that I had to. College is stupid, and I mean, unless I get this marketing job, then I'll take it all back. But no, you're not being a downer. Thank you for your message, and yeah, that's the explanation. Sheps, what's up? And popularity. Oh my. Blonde John, if you just age me one more time, I swear to God, you see what I'm doing right now? I'm giving you adult acne right now, okay? Anyway, 27 and a half, I actually like almost am 27 and a half. You assumed I was early 20s? Yeah, I look a lot younger than I am, which is a good thing. I just wish I actually was a lot younger than I am. It's a blessing to have the option to move back with your parents if you need to. A lot of people don't have that. You're right, 100%. You're 100% right. We're probably going to be moving back in with my parents after our lease expires next year. Yeah, I mean, if you have the means in the family, it's awesome, and it is a blessing for sure. Most men are just thrilled a girl will talk to them. Yeah, that's fair. It's more of a fight or flight response. But yeah, Scow, I've just been talking about you this whole time. A flight straight to you. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Nay? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but thank you for the follow. That makes sense. And yes, I would pay off the debt first and then save. Yeah. Joke's on you, I already have adult acne. What's up, chefs? I'm in a good mood today, and a lot of it is thanks to Scout. I'm not trying to, you know, what's the saying? Count my eggs before they hatch or something? I have no idea, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just excited about the opportunities and the possibilities. Okay, because I was feeling a little down, like, oh my gosh, I'm screwed, but things are looking up. Mine is also 0% interest, and I do minimum payments. Does not make sense to put more. Yeah, like I don't need to like go and pay them off right now, but I can definitely pay towards them, especially because I've already gotten them a lot lower. I paid off the ones that were like really high interest first, just because obviously I don't want to have to pay more than I need to. But yeah, my point is I'll be able to put money towards it, and then I can also save some money. Whereas like right now I'm literally not saving any money. So, all bad things, I'm sure. No, they were literally all good things. Ask chat. She swore us to secrecy. Oh my gosh. Never mind, don't ask chat, because chat is a bunch of liars and gaslighters, what we learned yesterday. School told me I don't have to pay them back. They were like, you were so nice, so we won't make you pay us back. If only. Okay guys, Rainbow, thank you for the follow. I will be right back. I need to go grab my food. and my drink, and then we'll keep talking because we're gonna have to while I'm eating, since I'm not gonna be able to work out just yet. Wait, I don't need to bring my mic with me. Pause. Watch my mic, guys. Don't let it go anywhere. You guys did a good job of watching my mic. All right, chat, let's get Patrick over here. Mic. Too bad he's not here right now, although he totally would have. Okay. By the way, Scout, I messaged you back and I sent you my resume so you can look and make fun of how bad it is. It's actually not that bad. It really isn't that bad. Considering I don't even use it for anything, obviously, or I haven't needed to. You guys see how much better we do when I'm in a better mood? Look at, people are hanging out and chatting more. There's more people in the chat. This is why I just need to be in a better mood more often. Anyway, this burrito bowl is from Costco. I feel like I'm a partner for Costco because I feel like I'm always saying stuff. Them and Trader Joe's, they don't pay me to say that. Definitely doesn't have to do with the time of stream. Yeah, but there have been so many times where I've streamed late and there's just as many people on. It's just like a completely different crowd. Also, why are so many people here at this time? Eno with a resub. Wait, what? You've been subbed for 6 months? Actually, that's insane. A crowd that doesn't chat. Yeah, that's true. It's really upsetting. Cute, thank you for the follow. I'm hashtag not sponsored, actually. Wait, you guys, that's insane. Wait, I missed all this stuff? What the heck? We're the gaslighters? Wait, whoa, what do you mean, Blonde John? Yeah, I definitely am a gaslighter, probably. If only Kendall doesn't think I'm nice. Wait, I don't remember what I said about that. I don't have any gas. What were we talking about? Patrick's not here, what's even the point? Kind of true. Wonder if anyone in chat works in HR or has been a hiring manager. Tips would be helpful for resume. Yeah, is anyone in HR? Usually getting work done and lurking? Pump Daddy, what's up? Yeah, I guess you guys all are usually just hanging out here while working. Oh, Zay has no gas to light. Was he actually talking about that? Because that's kind of clever and I don't know if he meant that. Not that he can't be clever. He's usually just passive aggressive or sarcastic. Excellent digestion. Yeah, does anyone in chat work in HR or have been a hiring manager? You know what I was thinking the other day? I feel like, I'm sure there's stats on this, I don't actually know. I feel like more women work in HR than men. Is that true? I might be the most clever, and yes, that's what I meant. You meant you didn't have any gas to light. You guys know that term? I'm pretty sure it came from the movie, a really old movie that came out, I don't know, maybe like the 50s or the 60s, about a husband gaslighting his wife. The movie is called Gaslight, and he like takes things and he moves them from their normal spot, and then when he asks her about them, she's like confused because she could have sworn she remembered it being in like one place and then it moved. And I think he does it to like make her go crazy. And I'm pretty sure that's where that came from. I haven't streamed in months. So you don't want to shout out? Ungrateful. I'm just kidding. Yeah, why haven't you streamed? Did Zay just say that's kind of fire to the story about this man gaslighting his wife? I don't think I've ever met a man in HR. HR is like 90% women. Yeah, the most dysfunctional department in the company. Probably true. Also, then, to answer your question, Scott, there's not going to be a single person in HR in this chat. Not Kendall asking someone else why they haven't streamed. Listen, guys, I still stream every week. The only time I didn't was the week where I was sick. Oh, there have been a few days in the last couple weeks where I've just not been here. Like I wasn't here on Monday. But it was for you guys' own good. Because I was like not in the mood. Even yesterday I was like really out of it. So it would have been really boring. I don't know why Zay's laughing. He's always just laughing at my demise. But anyway, yes, fingers crossed we get this new job. And I say we, because it's really a group effort situation here. We are the quad squad, so whatever happens to me happens to you guys. So let's put that out into the universe. Tomo is so stupid. Oh my god. Can someone gift me a sub to Tomo's stream so I can go watch his VOD from yesterday? Because yesterday, Chris was in Tomo's chat. Chris was in my chat too. He was just lurking. Didn't say anything. Then he told me he was lurking in my chat. And then he goes into Tomo's chat because we raided Tomo, and he is chatting in Tomo's stream the whole time. And I was like, where was that? Where was that? Because Blonde John cooked with that? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Anyway, he said it's because he doesn't like being like a VIP or like special in my chat. Like he just wants to be another guy. And because people don't necessarily know him in Tomo's stream, he was like, hey, we'll chat. What'd you guys talk about? Do tell. A supportive boyfriend for Tomo. Kyle, what's up? Chris knows where his bread is buttered. What can I say? I was throwing some weight around. Got him chatty. He is a little gay, so he probably was like, damn, Tomo's looking good over there with those heavy weights, you know? Talking about me now. Well, also, I've been telling him forever to talk to you because you're in the military, he was in the military. I feel like military people just get along. And so I'm glad that you guys actually got to have a conversation. My wife doesn't even watch my streams anymore. Well, it's because you're never streaming. How's she supposed to watch a stream that is non-existent? Oh, Wait, really? He was talking about going to TwitchCon? Suspicious. Him and I haven't even talked about that. But I keep saying if I'm going, he's coming with me. He was like, "Zam, Zaddy, your power." Yes, literally. I guarantee you that's what he was doing. He is, like I said, he's for the boys. A little bit too much, if you ask me, but it's okay. We love to see it. But yeah, you guys would get along really well. So if I do go to TwitchCon, he needs to come. Are you saying JK about him? You guys talking about TwitchCon? Because I actually would like him to come and meet you. And Rocket. Who else? Do we have any other military people in, like, the Twitch community? Did it just get really quiet in here, or is it just me? I don't know if you guys can tell, but I feel like I was screaming just now, and now it's, like, silent. I'm a little scared about that. Wait, what? He mentioned that about your involvement for TwitchCon. If key people don't go for the fitness meetup, then I'll pull out. Wait, what do you mean he mentioned that about my involvement for TwitchCon? I only got one day at TwitchCon, and the workout is the main event for me. Kind of scared of the sound of her own voice? I think so, yeah. I really am. Say, I thought you streamed after work anyway. Is it, or do you have like new work responsibilities or something? Oh my god, Enoch. That's so funny. Yeah, Enoch's gonna be there. That's the key person. Wait, Tomo, give me a list of the people that if a certain amount of them don't go, you're not going. I better be on that list, I swear to God, Tomo. You better tell Florida Boy to go too. Is he not going? No, that was about chatting right now. Oh, okay. I see. Are Holder and Florida Boy not going? I thought they were. Well, I thought at least Holder was. Just me, I'm enough. If you listen to anyone else, who's bitch. Fair enough. C-Dub, I'm sad you're not going. That's like a long trek, I guess. Zay, you're not going. Are you lying? Don't lie to me about such a thing. Often and Gibbs tell I show up. Dev, you should. I want you guys to go. I wish it was like easier to get there. Could you imagine how fun it would be if like the quad squad all pulled up? I'm pretty sure we're the best. We're the best quads. I mean, we're the best squad. Just saying. I might be a little biased, but I think our squad is the best. So I feel like if we could get everybody to go, that'd be kind of nuts. Jesse. Yes, that you're joking, or yes, that you are going? Yeah, East Coast to Cali plus rates and hotels too costly. I know. Florida Boy's going. I think he's showing up later in the morning. But we still have to fight, because if there is any beef left, we gotta air it out through jiu-jitsu. You're on the list. Enoch, Holder, Florida Boy, Zach, Dion, Eric, Tina. So far, how many of those people are going? Well, he said many times now that he will skip the fitness meetup. Who's gonna miss it? Oh my god, I can't speak. Our squad is the best squad. is the best quad. I'll go if Jesse goes. Zay, you have family and stuff. You should go. Almost positive most of those people said they were going. I think so too. Oh my God, you'll go if Flamey goes. That's hilarious. Yo, where is Flamey? Has anyone seen him since his crash out? Was that not the craziest thing that's happened like to date in our streams? That was so weird. That was also only like 3 months after I started streaming. Wild. Crashed and burned. If Flamey does go, you all do have to go to protect me because I feel like he's got it out for me now. Dude, that's so funny. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. Who knew Flamey was the most popular one here? Everyone will go if he does. I'll go, but saving for surgery is more important. That is fair. I wish I could just like start a fundraiser that could just like pay for everyone to go. Even though that would be obviously impossible because you guys are coming from all over the place and the cost of plane tickets would be insane. But I wish. I never understood what caused the crash out, weak minded, weak soul. No, I genuinely don't either. It was so random. It was shocking. Like, we had a tiff going on the whole time because he was very sarcastic and borderline rude to a lot of people. So I would always tell him like to chill out. And I was always dead serious when I was telling him to chill out, but I think he always took it as a joke. So the very last time that he did that, for whatever reason, he took it so personally and he just went off the rails. R.I.P. French Flamey. I don't know what that was about. Because remember, he started out as Phoenix Flamey, and then he went to French Flamey, and now he's just a memory. He had a mangina. No one is. It's one of the great mysteries of our time. It's back to Phoenix Flamey again? Yeah, because French Flamey was something he did for our stream specifically, so I would imagine he wouldn't want to like associate with that anymore. I only know he was a ban list. Felt threatened by me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Were you already a mod before? Yeah, you were. You became a mod right before he crashed out, I think. I forgot. That is what kind of like escalated things. Tomo knew what was going on with him, and he was like, "Hey Kendall, you need some help with your stream?" And I was like, "Yes, please, save me." And then as soon as that happened, he got so crazy. Like I think he knew he was like causing problems, and that Tomo wouldn't what do you call it? Wouldn't be having any of it. So, yeah. But Flamey did tell me to mod up Jussie and Zay, so we got some good things out of it. Florida boy's trying to judge the morning. I'll show up wherever he is and hold to the horn on my car down until he gets in, and I'll bring him to the meet. Why wouldn't he come to the fitness meetup? Then what is he coming for? Wouldn't be surprised if he made a new account to watch in secret. No, I actually think he probably did. Maybe he's one of you guys chatting right now. Maybe it's Blonde John. I'm just kidding. I would imagine. Wouldn't put up with it? Yeah, I guess. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. It was wild though. What a time. You guys, we have so much lore for our for the Kendall Quads streams, from all of my many name changes to different mods to sardine smoothies and watermelon crushes. It's kind of crazy. And it's not even been a full year yet that I've started streaming. So the fact that there's that much, I guess, it makes sense. It's been a year, but still, like the fact that that much has gone on is kind of crazy. Because someone planned on early fitness meetup. Not everyone is trying to get up early. Oh, yeah, no, me either, actually. I don't like to be up in the morning, but specifically early in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I am so mad in the morning. I think I told you guys this, but one of my like best friends, her and I roomed together in college, and she claims she's not a morning person, but she's like very like happy-go-lucky in the morning, and it made me want to punch her in the face constantly, and I tell her this to her face. Because we were in the same room, so we'd get up, it was like 7 or 8 in the morning, and I'd be like a zombie, and she'd get up and she'd start singing and talking, and she's like, hi Kendall, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, zip it. Do not talk to me for the next hour. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. I don't want anything until I wake up. And it was always really funny because she was just like so outgoing in the mornings, and I was like, I can't do this. I literally can't do that. I get angry, and I don't know why. But that's a me problem, so. First gaslighting me for not watching when you're not even streaming and then implying that I'm playing me, I'm outraged. Well, and John, you would say the same thing to me. Not the exact same thing, but we have this. Am I hearing myself somewhere? What is happening? That was weird. Anyway, Bon John, it's all out of love, okay? She tried to say you weren't here yesterday, but I saw you lurking. Yeah, Jesse saw you lurking, but why the heck were you not chatting? Dev, why are you saying WTF? What now? What now? It's just one gaslighting after another with a streamer. Yeah, I am hearing voices. They're telling me... Oh, it was silent. There was nothing. They weren't telling me anything just then. I tried to think of something, but it was fully blank. Am I ranting? I don't know. I actually don't remember what I was talking about, to be honest. But I do have news for you guys. Your roommate sounded like an angel, and you had to shut down her happiness in the morning. I know, I do feel a little bad about that. But you guys, I couldn't take it, okay? Morning after morning, every day. 7 o'clock in the morning. And we had the same class. We were going to the same class. It was an 8 a.m. class, okay? So we had to walk to the class together. And the whole time, it's just like her being like, doo-doo-doo. And I'm like, oh man, it was bad. Anyway. They are telling you to start your workout sometime this week. Honestly, kind of based. What part? The fact that I have voices in my head? Yeah, I do feel bad about hating on my roommate for being so like, you know what, in general she's like that. She's always kind of like happy and silly, and I'm usually the one that's like, ugh. And I need to work on that, because when I'm in a good mood, I'm like, you know, positive and I'm silly, but like it's not often enough. The not being able to handle the energy at 7 a.m. Yeah, 100%. Rare Kendall L. No, 100%. I'm fully aware that I was the problem there. Super, super toxic. But it's okay because it is what it is. Anyway, I will start getting ready to work out. And then I do have to... Rare Kendall W. And then I do have to... tell you guys about my weekend, because I never got to that yesterday. We've known Kendall's toxic. Yes, this is true. You guys try to act like you're learning things about me that are negative. I've shown you all my cards. You know exactly who I am. All my toxic traits. I tell you exactly all my problems, like how I do definitely gaslight, and I'm really defensive, and I'm really bad in relationships and communication. Super bad at it, which is ironic because I was a marketing comm major and I did a lot of interpersonal communication classes, and I still suck at it. So, and I took a lot of psychology classes. My point being, I'm very self-aware, but that doesn't help me to not be those things. So, but I really do want to work on being more positive and communicating better. Those are two good things. I am red-pilled. Speaking of, we'll see who gives me hate. And if someone gives me hate, who's calling me? My brother. If someone gives me hate for this, you can just respectfully leave the chat because I genuinely don't care. If you want to talk about it, that's fine, but be respectful. So this weekend, I went to the Charlie Kirk Memorial. Oh my God, gasp. Anyway, it was in Arizona, and it was one of the best things I've ever experienced in my life. And not because I care anything about politics or like who was there, like the president and stuff. I couldn't have cared less, to be honest with you. I think it was cool that I was in the same room as a president because it's like very people in this world probably have the opportunity to do that. But I would have thought it was cool whoever it was. Zay, no you were not. Your brother was there? No way. Who's calling me? Oh my God. I don't know what just happened. ABC, thank you for the resub. Me being surprised about the toxic. I know, why are you acting like you're surprised? Did you just hang out with your brother? No, but I can't talk to him right now. No, that's real. My wife makes fun of me because I'm not human in the morning, but then at like 1 a.m. I'm like, I get the zoomies like your kittens. No, literally same. I'm glad we're on the same page. His wife's speech was so sad. Oh my God, it was. I was in the same room as my president, so yes, so here was my takeaway, and you can say whatever you want about Charlie Kirk. In my opinion, which a lot of it is fact, but we'll just call it an opinion so people don't get offended. Most people have it wrong about him and who he was and the things that he said. He was a good person, and I will die on that hill. I don't care what anyone says. And he wanted everybody to have a better life. He saw everybody in the image of God. That was his biggest thing. Like, over anything else, his entire life was focused on God, like everything he did. Anyway, the entire memorial service was centered around Christ, and it was actually insane in such a positive way to see how many people were so inspired, and like you could just feel the like hope and the love and everything in the room. It was insane. Like literally like chills. Wizzlekins, thank you so much, by the way, for the gifted subs. That was so random, and I love you for that. Anyway, it gave me chills because yes, spiritual revival for sure. It was such a beautiful thing to see so many people coming together and just having, like, I don't even know, it was just like a moment. It was like a spiritual moment, and so many people were in it, and it was incredible. I went to church that morning and then a 5-hour church stream. Yeah, it's amazing. The amount of people who are opening up their Bibles for the first time, going to church for the first time, like they want to get more involved. People messaged me and they said, I've been an atheist my entire life, but everything that's been going on has made me want to have a relationship with God. And it's made me so happy to see, because I don't know, like, I just don't know how anyone could find negativity in that. Do you know what I mean? If the whole takeaway from that event was forgiveness and love and patience and hope and all those things, how could that be bad? You know what I'm saying? So it was wild watching that many people who basically said they would dedicate their life to the Lord. I know, it was insane. I met President Trump back in 2018. I was forced to take a photo with him. It sucked. Scout. Why were you forced to do that? That's so random. To be fair, I will say, guys, I am not a huge Trump supporter. I like a lot of what he does. I also dislike a lot of what he does. I think he's an idiot a lot of the times with the things that he says. He never thinks before he speaks. And part of me thinks that's cool that he's like really not being, you know, like, nobody is like, he can't really be bought. He kind of does whatever he wants. So that's kind of a good thing. On the other hand, I'm like, could you just shut up for 2 seconds? Like, why do you always have to have something to say? You know, like somebody just zip him up. But I do think he gets a lot of unnecessary hate. And I know this because when I was like very, very liberal, I legitimately hated him to my very core. I was one of those people who probably would have wished him dead. I was so incredibly hateful and spiteful and terrified, and like all the feelings that I see people now feel, I was one of those people. So I feel like it's never good to be that extreme about someone or something, because then it's very easy to get you riled up and really easy to get you manipulated. And then anything you hear is confirmation bias. You know what I mean? So anyway, point being, his speech was my least favorite speech of all. I wish that it was like, if not half, if not 3/4 cut down, like half cut down. Obviously he went off script. He was spewing a lot of random stuff. Everyone was tired and bored at this point, so I was just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But the overall takeaway I got from that event was an immense amount of just like wanting to be a better person, wanting to have a better relationship with God, wanting to be like just more caring, more loving, more forgiving, all these different things. And my entire point with saying that is, if that's what I got out of the event and that's what I know millions of other people got out of that event, how could that be bad? You know? Let me just see what you guys are saying down here, though. Oh, I need to read what you said, Scout. Then the Donald stepped in and ruined the mood. Honestly, I kind of agree. Like, some of the stuff I agreed with, but yes, I think that her speech was so powerful, and then him to follow it and end it, I was like, ugh, damn. Like, I wish they would have just stopped on her, you know? Went to school a mile away from that stadium. Oh, that's crazy. Wait, I can't believe your brother was there. I wish I knew. We could have met up, and I would have taken a picture with him and sent it to you. Been 5 feet away from Arnold, and he's like the president of the Swole. So, yeah. C-Dub is lurking. The president. Oh yeah, you already read that. Okay. I'm not religious, but I thought it was pretty amazing. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, even if you aren't super religious, seeing that is like super powerful. My granddad is an atheist. Wait, eight. Do you mean atheist? Or are you saying atheist? Okay, you did mean that. Okay. I was really disappointed that my church didn't mention anything about a faithful servant of the Lord being gunned down. I know a lot of people didn't. I actually saw someone had an interesting take on that, and I wish I remembered what the take was, but I know that it was about people not being trying to get people to not be upset about their churches not talking about that, and I just wish I remembered what it was, but it was an interesting take. He came to the U.S. Embassy in Brussels, so all the Marines had to shake his hand and take a photo. The guy has small hands and shakes hands like a prick. I guess that would be interesting in general, like if you are in the military and you have to, whoever the president is at the time, whether you like them or not, you kind of have to be obviously respectful and all that. I wish Canada had a leader that would put our country first. That's one thing I respect about him. Yes, Zay, I agree. Wait, you don't know that Zay is Canadian? Trump's speech was definitely not about forgiveness. Yeah, his speech was not great. Not great. I worry about Canada. Me too. Did I drive or fly? I drove. I have to tell you guys, I might not even have time to work out. I literally have so much to tell you guys, but when the joke doesn't land, Top Gun. Yeah, we drove. We left around like 5 o'clock Saturday night. Didn't get there until 11 o'clock. Got into the hotel. Didn't get to bed until after 12, probably closer to 1. And then had to be up at 4:45 to get ready. Left the hotel at 5:30. Got to the event at 6. Parked. You guys, I was wearing heels. And where we parked was a 20-minute walk from the stadium. So I walked my ass in my heels 20 minutes, and it was probably longer than that, to the stadium at 6 a.m. And it was already hot. We were already sweating. It was probably 80 degrees by that point. Heels were a decision, I know. Trust me, I know. Should I switch it to just chatting? No, I need to start moving. But luckily that's right in Kendall's wheelhouse. Yeah, so I wanted to wear sandals, but Chris had told me I should probably wear like closed-toed shoes, and be more like, not like fancy, but like Sunday best. You were supposed to wear Sunday best. So many people showed up in, by the way, like running shoes and t-shirts. Like, a lot of people did not dress up in their Sunday best. But anyway, I felt bad about like not dressing up enough. So I just kept my heels on and I I do wish that I didn't, because I had blisters like you would not believe after that. It was really horrible. I would show you guys, but all the creepy feet people would then come running, and I am not going to do that. So, wait, Blue Hafner, I thought you were already following. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for the follow. John, hello. My brother got there at 6 a.m. and it was packed. Yes. It was Arizona overnight. Low was probably 90. No, literally it was. Somebody said B. Yeah, so it was like 80, 85 degrees by like 6 a.m. when the sun started coming out around 6:30 when we got there. It was brutal. People had camped out there the night before, so it was already super packed. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people were already there by the time we got there. And the whole time we were like worried we weren't going to get in, because there was no way to know like how many people were going to show up and how many people they were going to let in. So that's why we tried to get there early, and even then we were like, oh shoot, we like might not be able to get in, because it was like a sea of people, which I wish I could show you, but it's on my other phone, so maybe I'll put it in the Discord or something. But yeah, the amount of people in there was crazy. And then they were supposed to open the gates at 6, but they ended up not opening them until like, I want to say like 6:30-ish to get into the stadium. So we were like waiting out in the line, then we finally got in. Then we had to wait for the security checkpoint, which means it was like another hour, that they opened it around like 7:10. Took us until 8, I think, to get into the stadium. The lines were insanely long. Again, I wish I could show you guys this, like the sea of people. Allegedly, they had more media inquiries than the Super Bowl. I wouldn't even doubt that at all. But then we finally got our seats around like 8:30, and it was open seating, so there was no like, you didn't have to pay for a spot there. It was just open. And then of course, like all the concession stands were super packed, because you couldn't bring anything into the stadium. No bags, nothing. So any water, food, you had to get there. But of course, 100,000 people were also trying to get all that stuff, so the lines were insane. Yeah, it was wild. But when we did get in there, there was like bands playing gospel music. It was like super, like, what is the word I'm trying to say? All the music was lovely, and then Brandon Lake was one of the singers. I didn't know who he was before this, but it's funny because when he was singing, I was like, wow, this guy has an amazing voice. Like, I want to start listening to him. I had no idea who he was. And then everyone's like, oh my God, you don't know who that is? He's like super well known, and he sells out like, you know, arenas and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Anyway, he did this thing. There was a moment, and I don't have a video of it because I was doing what he told me to, which was he was in the middle of singing one of the songs, and he told everybody to just get off their phones and get like centered and just be like in the moment. And he started singing the song, and the words were up on the screen. He would stop singing and have the entire audience sing to the music, and it was like, it was incredible. It was, I know some people got a video, I need to find it, but like the entire stadium was singing this beautiful gospel music, and like everyone had their hands raised, and we're just like, it was like praising the Lord. It was amazing. Anyway, it was very powerful, and that was before the service even started, so it was kind of insane. Sad flags for days. I don't know if I would agree that Trump is putting our country first. Is the same guy who ran on ending all wars and then proceeds to bomb Iran and venture to Venezuela to blow up random ships. I think the Venezuela ships were, I want to say they were like, they had drugs in them, or they were like cartel. I honestly don't know. That's what I heard, but I would have to double check that. I don't know if anyone else has the fact on that. Rocket with a raid. Oh my goodness. Rocket, you missed it. I was talking about going to Charlie Kirk's memorial service. Enzo, thank you for the follow. But yeah, they didn't have any positive ID on the ship, and they refused to release whatever info they had and how they confirmed it. Oh yeah, I didn't know that, Scout. Did I go? Yeah, I did. It was incredible. I keep meaning to post it on Instagram, but I also don't want to. I'm not ready yet to also unleash the hate that will come from that. So I told anyone in here that if they're going to start hating, they can get blocked. But if they want to just have a respectful conversation about it, that's fine. I watch highlights if you want to call them that. No, it was incredible. It was, I'm not kidding, one of the most beautiful, powerful moments I've ever experienced. And it was just incredible to see so many people, like, legitimately, like, just, like, the entire thing was centered around God, and it was awesome to see so many people, like, be there and support that. So that was, like, my biggest takeaway. Definitely felt like a cultural moment. Yeah, for sure. And that's what everyone kept saying about it. It was like a revival, and it was bigger than a memorial, and I was really happy that I'm pretty sure almost every single speech was centered around Christ, and a lot of them said it was because that's what Charlie would have wanted. I mean, his entire life was that way. So yeah, it was very, like, God focused, which to me was incredibly impactful. And I mean, you could see so many people impacted by it. And so in all of this, and all of the hate that's come since he's died, and the fact that he died, like, I have to believe that the positives that have come out of it are so impactful, and that's what I have to focus on. The amount of people that have requested chapters from Turning Point USA. I think it's up to 100 and something thousand now in the last 2 weeks. The amount of people who are going to church and opening up their Bibles and wanting to have a relationship with God. I was just telling everyone that I got messages on Instagram of people who were saying that they were atheists for their whole lives, and then now they're starting to want to have a relationship with God. All this different stuff is super positive. So it's been, like, pretty incredible to see what has come out of it, which I think is extremely positive. Regardless of how you view Charlie Kirk, the message that he stood for, which was literally just to live a life focused on Christ, that message has literally just, like, impacted the entire world, and I don't know, I think that's really positive. So I don't know. Trandy. I streamed last week and the week before. I just was off for like a week, and then there was a couple of days where I wasn't streaming, so it just was a little inconsistent, but things came up and I'm back. There was a lot of joy around it rather than being a depressing memorial. Yeah, it was, like, very uplifting. Like, the entire thing was very uplifting. Like I said, I did not like Trump's speech. I felt like that was a bit of a downer on the whole thing. Plus, I was already tired, and I was like, why are you going on for 45 minutes? I would have preferred you just not spoke at all, to be quite honest, because Erica's speech was so powerful, and that was the speech right before he went on, and I was like, we could have left it at that. You know what I mean? Like, quit while you're ahead. But it was really, really powerful. Candace was not at the memorial. There's, like, a lot of drama going on with her, apparently, but it was, I mean, literally everybody else was, apparently, so that was crazy. So anyway, yeah, it was pretty cool to see that, and I'm really, really glad I went. Like I said, I walked away from that experience just feeling, like, so hopeful and stronger, and wanting to be a better person, wanting to be a better Christian, like, wanting to be able to speak up more about my faith. And I don't know, like, it's crazy, like, that moment could have impacted me that heavily, and I know that it happened to a lot of other people too. Can I tell you why everyone works out without shoes? I have no idea. The VP speech was really good. Yeah, I agree. I really, really liked his speech. And what was really cool to me is like one of the first things he said is like that he doesn't typically talk about his faith, and he feels kind of, I don't know if he said embarrassed or what, but like he just doesn't like talking about it because he probably has a little bit of shame surrounding that. And he said that, but since Charlie Kirk's death, he has said the word Jesus more times than he probably has in his entire life, and that was really powerful. Like, I loved his speech. I thought that was so cool. That again, Charlie Kirk's impact has been so incredibly great for so many people. I think he said he was normally uncomfortable with speaking about it. Yeah. And honestly, a lot of people are, and it's sad. It's like, you shouldn't be. I'm the same way, but that's why I've just been so much more outspoken, because I'm like, why would I feel uncomfortable, embarrassed, shamed for having faith? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not going to do it anymore. So that's that. But yeah, it was, like I said, truly one of the greatest experiences I've had. I don't know how she had the strength to do that, to forgive the killer the way she did. Yeah, and again, it's like, that was Charlie Kirk's wife. If Charlie Kirk's wife is somebody who was speaking the entire time about Christ and love and forgiveness, how could you have possibly been with somebody who was so awful? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't track. The things that people are saying about him does not track when you look at the impact he has had on millions and millions of people who are now wanting to do better, be better. And there's to have a wife so supportive in the future. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. That's what it's like. It's so insane to stand up there and forgive the person who took your husband away from you, who took your kid's father away from them. Like, I don't even know if I could do that, But again, she did it because she said that's what Christ would do and that's what Charlie would have done. And it's just, it was so powerful. The powerfully healed become powerful healers. Yeah, it was incredible. So again, if nothing else, I would hope that people would take that out of it. You know what I mean? Like, that was the closest person to him, and if people can see the good in her, they should be able to see the good in him, because it's like a fact. If you're a good person, you don't surround yourself with bad people. So the fact that Erica is kind of showing people who Charlie really was, I think that's a good thing to see. My wife commented on Erica and was like, if someone took you from me, I could not forgive them this fast. I know, it's just, again, she is, I mean, like, I don't know, like, I have no words. It's insane. But talk about wanting to live a more Christ-like life. I mean, that's insane. So, yeah, that was a huge part, and it was super powerful. Everyone in the room was crying, and just like, there was so much love. You could just like feel her heart breaking, but at the same time, like, there was so much relief hearing her say that. It was just like, yeah, nothing is as bad as we think it is. Like, you can get through anything, and you can forgive anything, and the most important thing in this life is to just love everybody and honestly have a relationship with God. And I don't know, it's just, I don't know. I think Charlie Kirk said this once, and he said, being a believer and having a relationship with God is the best thing that's ever happened to him, because it makes him a better person. And following, the Bible and the Ten Commandments and stuff has done nothing but make him a better person. It's like, so why wouldn't you want to do that? But yeah, it's just pretty cool. Thank you for the follow. All right, guys, I am going to really quickly run to the bathroom because I have been drinking a lot of liquid and I have to pee. But I will be right back, and then we'll get into the workout because I've been yapping for long enough. Mike, thank you for the follow. What's up, mediocre? All right, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. What's up, Angel? I didn't tell you guys to watch anything while I was gone. I should have done that. Dang it. Last time I told you guys to watch my mic. This time I should have told you to watch my drink. Oh, Patrick is here now. When I left earlier, I left my mic and I was like, guys, watch my mic. Then I came back and someone was like, we should have rallied to tell Patrick to take her mic, but you weren't here, so. And I said, you totally would have.
I would have.
Exactly.
Would have been fun.
All right.
Maybe we should do audio tag where I hide your mic somewhere in the gym and chat has to subscribe.
Oh my God, wait, that's so funny. Actually, that's a good idea. Did you guys hear that? Patrick said we should do an audio tag where Patrick hides the mic somewhere in the gym, and then you guys have to chat and say what you guys hear around you so that I can figure out where it is. I think that'd be hilarious. Yeah, we have to do that sometime. Oh, by the way, we're only 7 subs away from doing the hot sauce. Yeah.
This isn't coming tomorrow. No. Do you still want to leave? Up to you.
Oh my gosh, what was I saying? Dev, what's that face about? You know, I really regret sometimes giving you guys those emotes. Wait, isn't there another one that I was supposed to add? I think there is. That one's a good one, I'm not gonna lie. It's all thanks to Zay. He loves to clip me making really stupid faces and sending them to you guys. Oh my God. Rocket. Stupid. Rocket and I grew up in the same place. Wait, I thought I knew that about you. I'm pretty sure I did.
What's up, you dog?
Like, I'm almost positive I knew this about you, Rocket. Because I was wondering if we knew the same people. Or was that someone else? No, I'm pretty sure it was Rocket. Champ, thank you for the follow. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I need to move the camera first. Because I have to, unfortunately, bring the computer with me because it's connected to my webcam right now. And I need to find a spot where there's not going to be a ton of people because I don't want to be in the way.
Randy, is this you watching polo?
Let's see here. Ugh, I might just have to go to the squat rack. Okay, fine, we'll do that. I have to bring everything over, so give me a second, guys.
That's a wild fucking sport.
I hate having to do this because I feel bad, like, having my full computer just, like, sitting in the middle of the gym.
That's fucking crazy, right? I don't even know where to start.
Okay. My hair is falling apart. I mean, what? Not falling apart. What? That doesn't even make sense. Sometimes I really think I was not meant to be born in America because I like can barely speak English. But then again, I don't know what I'd be able to speak. Maybe I'm just an alien and I wasn't meant to be around Earthlings in general. Guess that should be my new theory. Alright, let me move you guys back a little bit. Make sure you can actually see me. And now I am not kidding, the setup is right smack in the middle of the gym. And I feel like an asshole for that. Okay, hopefully nobody minds. That was so random, Zay. Wait, I'm so confused. My app is glitching out. Wait, what is happening? Oh my gosh, I didn't see any of this stuff. That's weird. It must have like glitched for some reason. Brandon Lake is a great artist. He is amazing. Probably should have grown up in Munchkin Land. You're right. Maddie, what's up? Sounds like me. I could barely communicate. No, I'm like literally so bad about communicating. I don't know why. It's even hard for me to just like get words out. Final Destination PTSD. Just imagine you stubbing your toe into things because no shoes. Oh my god. Don't put that out into the universe for me, please, because I probably would. You know, I used to be really superstitious, and I remember one time, I think it was like Friday the 13th, and I was like really scared that something bad was gonna happen. What was it? I think then, like that day, I like walked under a ladder. Why I did that, I don't know. And I stubbed my toe, and I was like, see? But yeah, stuff like that used to really scare me. I'd be like, oh no, like something bad's gonna happen. But what I realized was really happening is I was manifesting it to happen. I was like, oh no, I'm scared something bad's gonna happen, and then it did. And this happens literally all the time in my life. If I'm like worried I'm gonna get into a fight with somebody, and I'm like, if it pops into my head, I'm like, oh man, like I hope we don't get into a fight tonight. Then you know what happens? We do. And it's like, why do I think these things? That comment was a little late. Oh, about Brandon Lake. I know, I was like, wait, what the heck? But I still didn't see it right when it came because I don't know why. For some reason, both my computer and my phone were not updating the chat. So that message, all the messages that came after I went to the bathroom didn't show up until like just now. Is that Kid Man? What's up, Kid Man? I love how you say hi every time you come in. Guys, I want to see who's listening in chat right now. If you're in chat, and you follow me, put a, I think, is it a wave? Can you wave, or is it just like the hype? I don't know. Put an emote in the chat if you follow me, because everybody who follows me has an emote. So I'm not even saying people who are subscribed put in an emote. I want anyone who's following me to put one in, because I want to see who's actually listening to me. Jesse, you didn't put in one of mine, but that's okay. I'll allow it because you're listening to me. Yeah. Jesse. I just want to see who's here and what emote you would pick. I honestly can't remember. I know there's like 5 emotes that you can use if you follow. I think there's like a hype one. I want to say the wave one maybe, although I'm not entirely sure. I probably should go and double check what my emotes are right now because I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. I was jumping the gun. That's okay. I think it was pretty funny. Can somebody who's just following me tell me if... Okay, somebody who's just following me, put in all 5 of the emotes that you can use, like just in one message, please, because I want to see which ones they are. Belgia! Yes, Jesse, it's perfect timing. Did you hear the vacuum start going, or did you just ironically press that? Jose. I need to get one like yours. Yours are funny, and it's like actually you. I only have like one of me. I should probably try to cut out the background of that picture. Yeah, Jesse, you just made the vacuum start, so thank you for that. It's my favorite sound of all time. You guys know this. See, more lore. More Kendall Quads lore. I'm cold and I don't want that bar against my back. Ow. Oh, but the other thing, you guys, about moving back home is I have cats now. And I don't know what I'm going to do about that because my sisters have 2 dogs. They're big dogs. And the one time I tried to introduce my cats to them, the dogs were growling at them. And I'm sure the cats would have tried to, like, claw at them. What the heck? That was a lie. Anyway, I looked it up, and you're supposed to like let them smell each other's scents first, and then it can take them a long time to actually get used to them, and you don't want to like traumatize them. And you're supposed to have safe spaces where the dogs can't get to them. It's a whole thing. I'm like, oh my god, having cats is a lot of work. Probably because you warmed up 30 minutes ago. Yeah. I haven't moved back yet, but I'm going to most likely just to save some money on rent so that I can pay my bills more comfortably and start saving some money. Party time, y'all. Thank you for the follow. Yes, I do have to do it slowly. I'm just like scared they're not going to get along. My cousin had a dog first, then she got a cat. She got both of them when they were babies. So she got the dog when it was a puppy, and then she got the cat when it was a kitten. I think the dog was like a year old when she got the cat. And she just like brought the cat in, let them get used to each other. Like she didn't do anything gradually. She just like brought the cat in as a kitten, and the dog just knew immediately. It's just like, that was its new sibling. They didn't have to do any work. I was like, damn, I'm jealous. I tried to introduce Ghost to my brother's cat while we were cat sitting for him, and I didn't do it properly, and they fought. I had to lock them in different parts of the house and keep them away from each other after that. Oh no. Yeah, she has half the day in the basement and the other half upstairs. That's what my friends are doing right now. They just moved in together. They just got married. They just moved in together. She has a cat. He has 2 cats, and they literally have to be on different shifts, upstairs and downstairs at different times of the day because they like won't. Her cat won't integrate with the other 2. Bloody dragon. Hello. Kendall will be filthy rich by next year. Oh, let's put that into the universe. Okay. I think that's the case, especially if we get the job that Scout is helping me with. We will be golden. But yes, I do have to do it gradually. Yeah, like I said, you're supposed to have them like sniff each other's like beds and stuff, like stuff that's theirs to get them used to the scents, and then like let them see each other and then slowly do it. But again, I'm like, dang, why? My cousin literally was just able to just like put them in the same house together. I was like, dang, how'd she do that? And they like play with each other. They love each other. I really don't like that feeling. Sorry guys, I'm being really lame today. Also, it wasn't my legs that were hurting when I was squatting earlier. It was my tummy. You know what I should be doing is walking. I want to do more steps. Stone, thank you for the follow. You get 10 million, but you stub your toe once a week for the rest of your life. Would you do it? Yeah. Wait, once a week? Yeah. That's fine. Neither of them were neutered and both males, so I think that was a factor. Trying to remember if everyone in my scenario is neutered. Trying to remember if the cats, if I tried to introduce them before or after. I think it was after. Been stubbing my toe for free for years. About time I get paid. Yeah, seriously. Okay, you get 10 million, but you stub your toe once a day for the rest of your life? How bad are we talking? Like, because stubbing your toe obviously hurts, but like, how bad? What's the pain level each time? On a scale from 1 to 10, what is the pain level? Because otherwise I just don't know. Are you here or are you the decent time period? That was funny. If nothing's getting broken, I think I could do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Varies, some days a 3, some days it's a 10. You never know what's gonna happen. Screw it. Why do I need my toes? Just kidding. Yeah, I don't care. I also have a very high pain tolerance, so I feel like I could handle it. I feel like after a certain point, I would just get used to it. You know what I mean? What's a little torture? You're supposed to answer the riddle. Wait, I'm so confused. Hi, Dragon, thank you for the follow. Dang, he's wearing that vacuum. He's like a little Ghostbuster. With 10 million, you can invest in a toe guard for each foot. You know, I thought about that, but I feel like Rocket was gonna be like, no loopholes. Dude, one of my best qualities is being able to find loopholes in just about anything. You know the whole saying, think smarter, not harder. Lazy people, laziness breeds success because, or sorry, Laziness breeds creativity, okay? Because if you don't want to do something, you're going to find out the easiest possible way to get it done. Sometimes that could mean that it's not quality work, but sometimes it means that's where innovation comes in, okay? Like the person who created cars didn't want to freaking walk anymore, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, being lazy sometimes pays off. But what I was saying is that I am really good at finding loopholes because I am trying to find the most efficient, easiest path, and also trying to get out of pain and stuff. So yeah, I would also think about how I would cover up my toes. Like, can I just put shoes on all the time? Working on the stairs, only the 5 minutes on the machine tougher than I thought. Yeah, it is really difficult. I said this when I did it, but like I legitimately never sweat more than when I'm on the Stairmaster. Like that gets me very, very sweaty, and I don't sweat very easily. Like it's very rare for me, but that is one of the things that really does do it. Sometimes I don't even sweat that much in the sauna. Actually, most of the time I don't sweat that much in the sauna. Trying to get good depth. Hot now. My goodness. Wait, what? Ant here? My favorite sport? To play or to watch? Because I feel like those are two different things. I used to really like watching football. Not so much anymore. What is happening, you guys? I need to show you this. Do you see this? What's up with this little nub? What's going on? That felt really scary, the way I just had to pull that down. I don't even want to tell you guys what that made me think of. What the heck? Look at that. It like, never mind. Just never mind. Both, it used to be, favorite sport to watch was football. Now I don't really watch football at all. But my favorite sport to play, probably soccer. Although beach volleyball is really fun. So that's up there. And obviously I do jiu-jitsu and I compete in that. And that is really fun. So that's up there too. Plus it's really good for self-defense also. So it's like the benefits are so much better. Sergeant Quad. Guys, I couldn't handle that. That was really disturbing me. Drackological, what is up? Wait, who you calling stinky, Sergeant Quad? You better be talking to Jesse. Say hi to who, Peter? What are we talking about? I'm very confused. I'm so lost. That happens at least once every 20 minutes when I stream. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the cats used to there. And I'm also scared, like, that they're gonna start like ruining my parents' furniture by biting and clawing all of it. Because they do bite and claw a lot. I don't know what to do about that. Does your cat do that, Zay and Jesse? Because I'm like scared that they're gonna ruin the furniture. But then I'm wondering, like, my parents' house is pretty big, and my studio apartment is literally a shoebox. So I feel like maybe if they have more space to like run around and play, that they'll be less likely to like scratch and bite things. But I don't know. But what scares me is that because their house is so much bigger, it's a lot harder for me to like section off and prevent them from like ruining all of the furniture. Like I don't have that much furniture in my place for them to ruin. Do you know what I mean? For some couches, but not really. Only the ones we let them destroy. How do you not let them destroy? Perfect bun. Ranger, what's up? Ah, what the heck? I don't know why my phone is like glitching out. Next, thank you for the follow. Are you currently just maintaining, or do you train to push for higher weights? Right now, I'm kind of just maintaining. John with the bits. Dark, thank you for the follow. There are some calming pheromones you can get that may help. Ooh, Jesse, can you send that to me in the Discord? I lost some weight working out. Nice. Must always train and give lots of love and attention to animals to prevent destruction. That's what I'm thinking. When he would start, I'd pick him up and put his claws on his scratching post. Okay. Yeah, that's what I try to do too. Every time they do that is I just try to put them on the scratching post. Paint, thank you for the follow. Okay, I'm just gonna do one more. I don't even know what my workout is today. Kind of just moving at this point. I really do just want to go walk on the treadmill, but I do also need to weight train, obviously. This should not feel as heavy as it does. Does catnip help them? I still have not. Actually, I used it the other day because my friend gave me a toy that had catnip in it when I got them, and I just never used it. The other day I gave it to them. My black cat was playing with it and growling, but it wasn't like a mean growl. It was just the weirdest noise I've ever heard out of him. I literally thought it was a motor coming from outside. I'd never heard that noise, and he hasn't done it since. But that was wild. You think you're gonna head out? Say, I'll just have to message you about more cat stuff. Gotta wear a knee sleeve. Heaviest weight was 215, now 185. Hey, nice. Squat, dead press. True that. I spend a lot of time with cats. Plus, there's a lot more people at my parents' house, so maybe that would help. Peter, thank you for the follow. You trained fine, always spending time with her. That's how you trained her? Just shoot me a message. Okay. Bye, Zay. Liberty, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm not home that much. I try to spend a lot of time with them, but maybe being in a house with other people would help too, because there's more going on, so that they wouldn't feel so like stressed out maybe. But I am really scared about them destroying everything. Like I have a couch cover, and they've scratched that up even. So I don't know. Okay. AAFC, thank you for the follow. So many letters. Dang, it's already Wednesday. That's kind of insane. This week is kind of going by fast.
How long will Gino be here this time?
The base, oh wait, what? You just read that. What am I saying? Okay, I need to put, what time is it? Oh, I've already been streaming for almost 2 hours, what the heck? Dang, time flies, you guys. I might have to finish my workout off stream just so I can get it done really fast, because you all know, what the heck is going on? You all know how long it takes me to work out when I'm with you guys. Not very efficient, and I get very distracted talking your guys' ears off. So, just finish off on my own. Oh man, it's starting to get quite warm over here. Okay, way too close.
I don't mind. I don't mind if you like it. But you're wrong, but okay.
That might still be a problem. Do you want to play Apex tonight? I don't know if I'll be able to, but I will. I have to ask Chris what time we're supposed to be done with class tonight. We go and teach at this college, an MMA club, and it usually doesn't get done until 9, so we might not get home until like 9:15, 9:30. But if you are up and he is able to stay up, then we can play. Or we can just, like, he can play from his place and I can play from my place. I'll just ask him. I'm down, though. We didn't spend a lot of time. What's up, Odin? Zay, I'll message you. We may be able to make that work. If not tonight, we probably for sure could tomorrow, but I'm down. Bye for real. See ya, Zay. Need to be home with the kitties? I know. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like if I do move back home, then they'll be other people and other animals all the time, so maybe they'll be less likely to like scratch stuff up. I think, right? I don't know, guys. I don't know that much about cats and their behavior. I know that mine don't like. I'm embarrassed by what I just did. Let's pretend I didn't do that. Gotta put the weight on before you clip it. All right. Oh my goodness. Hot. have not tried Fortnite yet. I have it downloaded. I just haven't actually played. I feel like now that I've played Apex, I might be able to play Fortnite. I've heard that they're similar in the way that they're difficult because there's like a lot of moving parts. Like in Apex, you have to get heals, and there's 2 different types. There's like shield cells and there's like syringes. You have to do both, and you're like picking up equipment and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like I might actually have an easier time playing that now that I have played Apex, but maybe when I move back home, because there's like an office room, I could turn that into my like gaming room. My parents don't know this yet, but they don't use that office very much, so I might be able to just turn it into a gaming office or gaming room, which would be kind of cool. Then I could do some gaming streams, and it would be kind of fun. Need to learn Apex. It's Ranger. It's so hard, but it's really fun. Why are you moving home? I just want to save more money, and paying rent is just a lot. I still have debt, student loans to pay off, and I'm not really saving any money right now, and I just think I need like a little bit of a reset. I'm also trying to change my career, and it would be very helpful to be able to, while I'm doing that, but I totally just lost what I was going to say. While I'm doing that, be able to have the like flexibility of not having to like spend so much money. So yeah, Fortnite is more fun, a little bit more straightforward. Hop on just Discord me. I'll shoot you my screen name and on mine. Wait, on yours for the future. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, that sounds fun. I do want to try it. Or not flexibility. I was saying I would have the security of, not being broke while I make those transitions. Ow. But we'll see. It's there's a lot of moving parts right now. Moving is a lot of work. I hate doing it. I've already moved twice in the last year. And I've accumulated even more stuff since then. So, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to that, but I have the option to train if I want to, but I don't have to rely on it. So like clients I do have, I could keep, but yeah, it would more be like supplemental. You and the future fiance don't want to just move in together yet? No, not yet. We're also not sure if we're going to stay in California much longer, so it would just make sense for me to move back in with my parents because I won't have to pay rent there. His place is probably just not even big enough for me to move in, and I'd probably have to split the rent with him too, so it'd be better for me to just save the money, save towards our future and then be able to work towards that. Miguel, thank you for the follow, and Major Respect, thank you for the follow. Okay, let me do this last one. Okay. Adult movement on top of a surfer 4 times in 18 years. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm lucky that I'm just one person, so I'm only moving, one person's worth of stuff. But even that is a lot. And then on top of that, there's just like a lot of things I have to figure out logistically. Obviously, moving my cats, figuring out how I'm going to be able to integrate them with living at my parents, because there's 2 dogs that live there. And I've heard horror stories about that, where like the cat gets eaten or something. I've also heard horror stories about like if you don't integrate them well and they just like never get along. But on top of that, my parents' home, they don't have just like an open bedroom with nothing in it. They have a guest room that has furniture in it. So I would either have to move all that stuff out and put it into storage, or move all my stuff into storage. And I don't really know how I'd make that work. So figure out right now. So that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, see if it's logistically possible to do anytime soon, because obviously the sooner the better to start saving the money, but yeah, there's just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all my stuff and my cat stuff. Why is this up so high? Back when I owned a pickup truck, I helped friends move like it was my job. Yeah, dude, it's so funny. Like, anybody who has a truck is like automatically responsible for everyone moving. So I no longer own a truck, yeah. Yep, it's like, you can't avoid it. It's just, you're the go-to person. Yes, make friends in trucks. Not the owners, but the truck itself, and the door will unlock itself and let you drive for moving activities. It's pretty funny, like, always. I mean, because that's the thing. It's like, oh, we need a truck. Ooh, I know this person has a truck. Let's ask them. All the time. So, yeah, that's for sure a thing. But honestly, I don't even mind, like, renting a U-Haul because they're not even that expensive. The biggest issue is, like, the manpower it takes to move everything. Like, all the big furniture, and then again, like, I just have so much stuff, I don't know where it's gonna go. Because when I moved out of my parents' house originally, I had a really big bedroom with a closet and a bathroom. Then when I left, my sister moved into that room. So now I would have to take one of the small bedrooms. I don't even think my stuff would fit in there. Then, like I said, there's an office that maybe I could put some stuff in, but either way, I'm going to have to put stuff in storage. So I'm either gonna have to, like, get a new storage unit, or I don't know. I literally just don't know. So we'll have to figure that out. But that's kind of where I'm at now. So I'll have to see if I can make that happen. Being military, helping people move is like a daily quest item. Yeah, I would imagine. I moved my office and home friends helped, which made the process, were you gonna say, a lot easier? Oh, a little less stressful. Yeah, having help is insane. Like, that really makes a huge, huge difference. I wonder. heck is happening? I helped move a commercial gym with 2 people in a truck with a trailer. I think I'm gonna... Jesse, you wanna come help me?
Number 82.
I will pay for you to come out. What? I can't type. I feel like he's about to go off. And why does this keep happening? It's so irritating. But we're gonna go raid Shreddy. Penguin Classics, thank you for the follow. Why not sell some things? I mean, I'm probably gonna have to, but it's just like I have like dressers and my, like all my furniture, so I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Jesse. Thanks guys for hanging out. The subs, the follows, and the chats. You guys are the best. And we are literally 7 subs away from our goal to do a hot sauce taste test. And then once that is over, we're going to do a sardine smoothie. I'm gonna have to chug the entire thing. So there's a lot going on to tune into. Tell Chris I said hi, I will, now that you guys are besties. But yeah, we're gonna go. I don't know when it's starting, but it's probably happening very soon. Oh, I can see it. I don't know why I can no longer click the raid button myself on here. Midnight. Yeah, I hope Shreddy doesn't get off before we raid him, but he's probably gonna get off very soon. Either way, we're about to go, so I will see you guys all. Phantom, we're about to go, but thank you for saying hi, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. All right, bye guys.